Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic TBC and our Human Mage playthrough. We're going to be doing some questing in Stranglethorn Vale this evening. It is a beautiful evening hour here in Azeroth. 7:30 server time and local time for me in the evening.
Greetings.
We can return this guy's pod after we've had it for I don't know how long.
For the Alliance.
And yeah, that was worth a decent chunk of experience, so glad to have that done. The plan for this evening is I want to come down here and I want to carve our way through all the tigers and panthers in this area to get Shadow Maw Panthers, get that done. And from there we can either go after trolls and maybe we'll go down to Booty Bay. There's a couple of quests we can pick up there. I'm looking at Bloodsail Buccaneers. We could take on some pirates north of Booty Bay there along the coast. That could be interesting. It could also be interesting if we go the right way to get out of this little area. So yeah, that's kind of the loose plan for today. We'll see what we do. And I should say thank you guys for clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your time here with me. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I could have gone to Dustwallow Marsh. We have a lot of stuff we're going to continue there. We're not done with Dustwallow by any stretch of the imagination. But when I can play in the evening, when it's going to be that nice mellow sunset hour, I really like to be in zones that can really showcase that vibe. And Stranglethorn does a good job of having a good nice skybox and nice lighting this time of day. So this is what we're doing. And it's nice just to change things up every once in a while. You know, you quest in the same zone for 3, 4, 5 hours, and sometimes it's good for a little change of scenery to keep things fresh. And I would very much like to finish off this Panther quest. We can get the one for the named Panther after that. And now we're kind of at a level where I'm not worried so much about having to fight through a bunch of stuff. We should be able to take these guys out pretty easily at this point, even if we have to fight through some tigresses that we don't really need in order to complete the quest. Like this girl right here. Shouldn't be as big of a deal now that we have a few levels on them. We will get some buffs up early here. Let's do that now. And yeah, we don't need the tigresses, but the panthers are hiding in stealth, and they could be stealth anywhere. So we can't really go digging for stealth panthers when the area is still crawling with tigers, so we're going to have to clear them out. On the horde side, we had gotten a quest to get an item off of these guys, so that kind of made it better. I don't know if maybe that was a horde-only quest, or maybe I just did not pick up that quest in Booty Bay. When I look at all these quests here, I don't think any of them have to do with tigresses. So I'm kind of thinking it was a horde-only thing that we had. Let's make some food and water. That could be good too to start things off. Alright, so we'll check all the trees. That's where they tend to hang out. Just kind of lying in wait for someone to aggro a cat and run by with the cat in tow. And then they pounce. Well, not really a lot of luck so far. We do have some competition out here in this area, I noticed. Not sure how much of a factor that is at this point. This is always, for me, the hardest of all of the kill quest for Nessingwary's camp, is just finding enough of these guys to actually complete the quest. It is not easy. There are lots of tigresses and not lots of panthers. I think that our time might be better spent this evening, maybe farming some raptors instead. That is definitely something we can go do. That might have better success. We can come through this little area here that says it might have some panthers hanging out. Seems pretty unlikely, but stranger things have happened. Oh, nothing here. Just more tigresses. Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood for a nice, easy kill quest. That is kind of what I would like to work on this evening. It wouldn't be bad to take on the trolls either. We could carve our path through there pretty easily now. They're at level with us, but I'm feeling pretty strong on the mage recently. Definitely not feeling weak. I'm definitely feeling like we can take on enemies that are at our level. Well, there is King Bangalash. We don't need him, but yeah, now we kind of know where he's hanging out. Alright, yeah, we're not uncovering any panthers here, try as we might. Let's just head over here into the raptor area. Oh, hello there. Nice of you to finally come out and play. Well, there's 2 out of 10. It's something. Looks like we have competition in this area as well. Kinda hoping that we'll catch respawns here. Or at least get into an area where they haven't killed everything. In the meantime, we'll skin stuff. Alright, that one is in the process of being killed. Trail of bodies, some of them not looted. And there's Tethys, who we don't need right now, but who we will also skin. And yeah, these guys are just dropping right in front of us. Like, we can't get ahead of the wave of players killing these guys. Let's see if we can tag somebody here. Preferably one that we're going to get by themselves. Resist. That was big. Hello. Alright, there's level 43. let's go ahead and we will put our last point into Ice Shards at long last. After this, we have 2 entire tiers we could go into. We can go to Winter's Chill, we could go into Arctic Winds, we could go into Ice Barrier. We need basically everything at this point, so... yeah, it's kind of overwhelming the number of amazing talents that we have access to in the Frost Tree. In the sense that, like, I have a hard time prioritizing. I want all of them. I want them all right now. We're not gonna get them all until we're level 70. It's gonna take a while. Now, I thought I saw this person skinning before, so maybe I should not be trying to skin all their stuff, but... at the same time, I don't really understand the concept of, like, leaving something behind that you plan to come back and skin, because in my mind, if I leave a corpse behind, well, I fully expect that corpse is not going to be there if I try to go back to it. You can leave your loot on it, you know, that is a way to make sure that you can double back and skin your kills after you go through and ravage an entire area. To me, it makes more sense to kill, loot, skin, but maybe not everybody sees it that way. I don't really know. Maybe people like to just kind of keep their momentum going and then they go back and skin afterwards. I've never done it that way, but I can see how someone might do it that way. I see a hunter's mark. I'm assuming that they gave up on that one. Let's keep going a little bit further south. Usually I don't come down this far to the south. I'm having so much fun on the mage that now that we know when pre-patch is coming out, part of me today got worried about what changes might happen to the mage with the class changes that come with the Wrath pre-patch. Like, I'm actually kind of worried because I really, really like our pacing and I like our tempo. I like my rotation. I love the crits. And I'm not familiar with what happens to the mage talents or to the mage class in general after the class effects, or class changes go into effect. And I haven't done any research because I'm kind of worried about it. So yeah, I'm assuming that it's still going to be great, you know what I mean? But is it going to feel the same? Because right now it feels really good. It feels powerful yet balanced. It doesn't feel overpowered to me, and maybe that's just because, like, I'm still new to the class and still very much learning. But yeah, I'm kind of worried. I hope it doesn't change too much. At least the leveling spec. I don't really care about the endgame specs, like, because we're not at endgame, and even if we get this character to 70, you know, we're not going to be doing endgame stuff in TBC, obviously, not on this character, so... yeah, we'll see. We'll find out on the 30th. There's a chance that we have this character, like, already capped by that time. That is, we have 2 weeks to see if we can hit level 70, and if that's the case, you know, then we don't really have to worry about it until we take her into Northrend. I like this little area. Yeah, I've never been down here. Yeah, your dots, they take time to tick. You can put a dot up, but it actually has to tick and hit the target before it tags it for you. I found that out when I played a Warlock for a little bit. Found out that the best way to tag something when push came to shove was usually to use the wand. This is the last one we need, hence not grouping up. Alright, let's see. Well, we could do a couple of different things. Definitely want to get this turned in. Do we want to head into Booty Bay and pick up a couple of quests? I think that we should. I think we could pick up Bloodsail Buccaneers, Scaring Shaky, and yeah, I think we could do those. Let's do that. We have to find our way out of this little area. We could just go into the troll stuff and do that, actually. That might be better. The troll stuff is a little bit of a lower level. Troll witchery. Well, yeah, let's go knock these out. These are already up. They're relatively nearby. And we can just get right into things over there. And we've been holding on to them for a little while. We'll clear up some more room in our quest log. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, definitely goblins on a hilltop. These guys can be a little bit of a nuisance, if I remember correctly. I think they run when they're like kind of high on health too. And we're probably going to get respawns. They respawn all over these hills out here, so we probably want to be a little careful. The area does seem a bit farmed out right now. As I have found to be the case here in Stranglethorn in the evening, is everything is really farmed out. Probably lots of people online. Yeah, 44 in this level range, but... yeah, here we go. We're in the cave, and the cave doesn't go anywhere, and there aren't any guys back here. It is hard to find mobs sometimes in the evenings during prime time. I often lament not being able to play much during this time of day. But, you know, I guess that's not really all a bad thing, because this time of day seems to be when it's hard to find easy spawns. Let's tag these guys that we can. These guys are going to respawn pretty quickly, I think, from what I recall being here in the past. Even when they're not farmed out, I feel like they respawn pretty quickly. The problem is, ultimately, we're waiting for a drop to happen. So we might be able to tag 10 of these guys, but it's probably going to take more like 20 or 25 before we have the 10 items we need. Because the drop rate is not being very generous. This guy seems very confused. There we go, there's our first item. Hopefully that's the start of a trend. Fireball? No, thank you. Compact Harvest Reaper? How dare you? Oh, you have the same health as a normal mob. That's not cool. Yeah, this thing has the same amount of health as a normal enemy would have. I should have saved my interrupt for the summon. Yeah, I hope Evocate can finish. I can't even really, I can't let it finish. I have to tag this guy. That's the problem. So the drop rate is picking up, that's a good sign. Ooh, we were just too slow on that one. Just a little too slow. Let's make some water here, we're gonna need it. It gets cutthroat in the evenings. We're all keeping this guy alive. You know, he's gonna die any minute if he doesn't get back to his keyboard. Not ideal, but we have to do it. Okay, now we do need to drink for a minute here before we can really do anything else safely. This is another one of those really little areas, kind of like Curzon's compound, where you almost feel like there needs to be like a back of the cave. Like maybe we could go into the cave, and inside the cave there'd be a lot more guys. Yeah, have fun with that. But yeah, there's not. There's just this small little area where they're at. It spawns about 15 guys in total at any given point, maybe 20, and then the drop rate seems to be about 50-50, and then you add, you know, 6 or 7 players trying to complete the quest, and suddenly there aren't enough mobs. Seems like it just needs another area to find these guys in. Yeah, it's not very promising. I'll say that. Not very promising. Maybe we'll have better luck with the troll stuff. Let's come up to the north a little bit, and let's just see if we have any better luck with the troll stuff. Or maybe this is just life of a primetime player. Maybe if you can only get on in the evening, this is kind of just what the experience is like, and you're probably, if that's the case, you're probably much more acclimated to this than I am, because I'm not used to there being quite that much competition for enemies. A little bit of competition, yes, but not quite this much. Alright, so these guys, we want to be able to get the fetishes and the tusks. So who are we getting these from? The witch doctors. Okay. So we want to get as many witch doctors as we can find. And so that's why all the witch doctors will probably have been hunted to extinction, right? Yeah, we got warriors. That's good. That's a start. So if I pull the one on the end here, is he going to pull both of his buddies? Or can I pull the one without pulling the others? We are going to have to find out. Yeah, they didn't care. That's perfect. This patrol might care. Okay, so the mystics are also going to drop the fetishes, or they have a chance to, rather. Our favorite guys, the axe throwers. We'll try to avoid more of these guys. They are definitely the most annoying. I am going to sheep you. He resisted our interrupts. That's how swell of him. Oh, we resisted one of his spells too. Now he's immune. Okay, quick frost ward, okay. And a heal. Yeah, this is rough. This guy just knew exactly how to kick the crap out of us. He actually went and we're not going to be able to fight this other guy, so we have to kind of, we have to bail out on this. I'll do a potion here, so in case we run into anything, but I am going to try to leash this guy that we have sheeped. Because, you know, he's an axe thrower, and we don't necessarily need him, and we have not really a lot of mana. Let's come down over here and try to approach from this way. I say we really need the interrupt to happen. Frost ward goes off, okay, fair. We fire blast. Yeah, the mystics are going to be a pain in our side. I can already see that. That quick frost ward. I feel like maybe I have to interrupt that, but then if I don't interrupt the lightning bolt, they're just going to lightning bolt us. And I really don't want to take that damage either. Which doesn't really give me a lot of options. Out of range. Perfect. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the axe throwers, so let's go try out one of the headhunters. And maybe we see what they do. I want someone who will run into melee, ideally. You're level 44, that's not a joke. You are also throwing stuff at us, that is incredibly annoying. I'm pretty sure we just blinked ahead of our frostbolt, which was really, really cool. That was fun. I guess I'd rather take some lightning damage than to have to deal with the Frost Ward. That's ultimately what I'm deciding here. I'd also like to avoid any of these guys that have pets. That would be cool as well. I doubt we're gonna like 100% manage to do that, but I'm gonna try. Let's get some mana back and then we will buff back up. Well, as fun as that was, let's try not to do all that again. So we're getting Tusk at a pretty decent rate, actually. Has not been a bad drop rate, at least. It's just a very, very condensed area, just thick with mobs. Hard to get clean pulls. Harder still not to pull things by accident. Lots of pillars for stuff to hide behind. I'd love to get this Mystic. I don't think that's going to happen. It seems highly unlikely. However, if they get much closer, we might pull them anyway. Yeah, that's actually too close for comfort there. Kinda hoping this scout doesn't come with buddies. Freezing him there was probably not the greatest idea. Oh, we are, okay, that's good. For a minute I thought we were out of mana. Scouts are definitely the easiest ones to pick off. What we're not really seeing is like a big concentration of mystics or shaman or anything that can really drop the fetishes. Let's check inside here. Looks promising. It looked promising until we got an actual look. Yeah, I don't really want to fight through all of that. Yeah, that just seems crazy. This is a two-pull. This is a two-pull with hunters. So you're talking about 4 mobs. If I try to pull this guy around the corner, he's at least going to pull this guy right here. Can we sheep you and then just deal with the hunter? We can. Okay. And the hunter tries to run into melee, so that's actually good. Now what's going to suck is when we clear this and someone else runs in and tags our shaman that we're clearing to. Or when we pull this group right here by breaking the sheep. That's going to suck a lot too. Okay, it didn't happen. That's good. Okay, so now we could pull the Witch Doctor. When we get a little bit more mana back. All that work and he gave us nothing. Feels bad, man. Yeah, the warriors might be a good source of tusks, similar to how the scouts are pretty easy to deal with. Okay, or not, you know, someone's just gonna go through. That has to tick. It did tick. Damn, we didn't get there fast enough. Okay. Yeah, it's like, hey, those guys look good, and someone pulls them both. Of course. That seems like just a primetime theme. I kind of am sorry for everybody who can only play during this time of day. It's fun to see all the people, don't get me wrong. But it's not as fun to not get the mobs you need. A Berserker. We have not seen a Berserker. I'm hoping you want to run at us and go crazy. Yes, good. You're level 44, that's a little bit intimidating. How about you stay back there? Wow, I mean, I was definitely going to pull that Mystic, but I guess now we have to deal with this warrior that just popped back into existence. It's inconvenient. Yes, here we go. See, no, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Not like this. No. You can have the sheep, man. Yeah, please, go ahead. Pull my sheep. It's all good. You're just not getting my mystic. He drops a tusk. Great. I'm still in combat with their stuff? That's not cool. They killed my sheep, I'm still in combat with them. Okay, we don't really want any of these guys, so... let's just get out of here. Let's get out of this little area, let them deal with this. Axe thrower I don't really want either. I'm really looking for mystics. Mystics, shamans, anything that has a chance to drop the fetishes. You are what? You are a spirit chaser. You can't drop the fetish though, for some reason, although you can cast lightning. It's fun. Mana burn. Excellent choice. Yeah. Now, am I even going to be able to get in here and loot you? This guy has a lot of health. Why am I in combat here? I didn't touch any of these guys' enemies. Maybe the Frost Nova? I don't think so. I did Frost Nova back here, didn't I? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know why I'm in combat with that guy's stuff. Still in combat. Perfect. That was nice of him. That he even had to shift out of shadow form to do that. Pretty sure. Pretty sure he had to leave shadow form to cast the heal. Can I pull the one scout without the other? We are about to see. Not when they just kind of hang out there, huh? Okay. It's one down. Really like to grab this Mystic, but I think grabbing the Mystic is going to mean grabbing this Hunter with him. And I don't want that. We could try it. We could try it. Yeah, nope, we're not going to be able to pull him past this guy. Oh man, what a mess. The hunters are, it's a tough proposition to think about even trying to pull the hunters. Especially when I can just go for scouts and hope for the best when it comes to the witch doctors and stuff. What's going on back in the cave? Skull Splitter, Spirit Chaser, and Anathek the Cruel. We don't have a quest for you, so we will leave you alone. We've got a scout over here for us to pick off. Oh, well, now we're in combat there. That's fun. This is just untenable. I can't do anything here. There's too many cats. I'm trying to avoid the cats. There's too many cats this way. Level 70 mage is here now, so the level 70 mage now is going to go through and kill every single thing in one hit. That's going to be a fun time for everybody trying to quest here. Yeah, please don't. Please, please don't. He's doing it. The spell pushback is really annoying. As it's meant to be. I'm really sore that the Spirit Chasers can't drop the fetishes. That's just a huge waste. They look the same as the other guys. They cast lightning. And mana burn, that's right. Just a big old mana burn. There goes a third of our mana. Bye-bye. And they have a heal. I'm glad we didn't have to experience that. We just have to hope that someday, instead of spawning 17,000 hunters, it spawns some shaman and stuff. Oh, are they all going after the 70 mage? Yeah, they are. Ah. Oh, it's so annoying. It shouldn't bother me. I hate when higher level characters come through and just completely obliterate everybody in an area. It is the worst feeling to be on like the lower level end of that. Just like, oh god, I need those mobs. Why are you doing this to me? This is gonna get messy really quick. How are we gonna deal with this? We have that big patrol coming up the road. We've got this guy here we have to turn into a sheep. This guy is dropping totems back there. That's gonna screw us. He's doing healing wards. Just wanted the fetish. See you later. Yeah, clearly we're not staying to fight that. We're just going to continue to run away. We did get our last fetish though, which means we can focus on scouts, berserkers, warriors, anything that does not throw an axe at us or have a mana burn. And that's good. That should make the rest of this pretty much painless. Anathek is like really wanting to see us go down here. Let's hide up on the hill. That actually worked. He looked at us funny. Oh, he is gonna throw. You're not gonna throw. Three more items. We can do it. I know we can. We got lucky finding that guy before everybody else did. You could go ahead and lay down all the healing wards you want. At 2% health, it's probably not going to help you very much. Yeah, that guy probably has the right idea. We should be mounting up. If we're looking for specific guys and we're not looking to fight the hunters, then we need to mount up and kind of make a quick circuit of the area to see what else is out here. I should probably just start fighting the hunters and stop avoiding them, but yeah, it's kind of hard to make the decision to do that. You know, there must be some outlying guys like this guy here we could take out, yep. I would rather fight the headhunters that throw the axes than to fight the hunters with the cats. Thought that frostbolt was going to go off before I moved, and we got knocked back just enough that it didn't. Yeah, these axe throwers, man. See if we can burn him with 1 mana shield duration. Some crits would help. There we go. Not too bad when mana shield can absorb all of it. Not in line of sight because of this little piece of outcropping here. He got the frost ward up even though I'm pretty sure I interrupted it. Just saying. Unreal. Oh man, I was waiting for the frost ward to go down and then he just did that. This is incredible. What an incredible fight. I'm just like, at this point, I don't even know. Yeah, you do your frost ward. Why don't you heal yourself again too back there? That'd be fun. Most challenging fight on the character to date. This guy right here, Random Skull Splitter Mystic, who like just outbrained us. He was like, oh, you're gonna wait for the frost ward to roll off? Okay, I'll heal myself. How do you like that? Oh, you don't. Okay, yep, I'm ready to get my last item now. Very, very, very ready to get my last item. Let's check up here and see what we got going on. We have a Berserker. Okay, that's fine. They like to run at us. I can take that. We've got Mog the Undying here as well. We don't have any quests for him. Couple of named guys back here. I wonder if we're ever going to get quests to fight them, or if those are Horde-specific quests. I don't know. I don't really want quests to come back here and fight them, to be honest. I would be fine doing these quests and then never having to come back to this little area again. It is abnormally dense with enemies, and I don't particularly care for it. It almost reminds me of an area that... Was this an elite area once? It reminds me of a lot of areas that back in vanilla were elites. And so you'd come in with a group, and you come in with a group of 5, and there's some elites, and it's not a big deal because you're in a 5-man group. But then you take that same mob density and you try to handle it with 1 player, and suddenly it's a lot more difficult. a lot more frustration and death are usually involved. So maybe this was an elite area. I don't really know. All I know is that they do not want to drop our item. Is this going to pull this whole group? Yeah, it's got about a 50-50 chance. I think we're due our item now. I mean, I'm just saying, we've killed quite a few guys. We only need one more. Could we just get it now? He's got a line of sight, this, isn't he? Ooh. Oh, that was not where we wanted to freeze him in place. Yeah, that was not the time to be doing that. Where'd that guy go? That's a little scary. He just ran off in that direction, which scares the crap out of me because I have no idea who he's fighting or how many guys the guy he's fighting is fighting. The guy he's fighting looks like he's fighting many guys. And now we're stuck in combat with all of said guys. So I hope that goes okay for that person over there who's fighting all those guys. If not, it could get really scary for us. Well, yeah, we're out of mana, and the horrible thing about that is that we can't drink. Because, we're stuck in combat here. Maybe I could take out the Spirit Chaser at least? There's the interrupt on the healing wave. I knew you were going to do something. That's why we were waiting on the counter spell. It was either going to be the Frost Ward or the heal. I can't believe we didn't get an item on any of this, and I can't believe we're still stuck in combat. I have a bad feeling that this guy has decided to run away from all those guys. Yeah, I don't really want to be around here anymore. I'd love to not be in combat. That would actually be amazing. I don't know if this guy's going to live. I appreciate that he kind of helped us out there, right? We got a little help. But now I'd love for him just to not be around, not to be stuck in combat with his angry pack of guys. There we go, we dropped out. Perfect. Cool, that's great. Awesome, excellent, I love it. Perfect. And there we go. Oof, let's get out of here. And I don't know if we'll ever come back to this area again. I kind of hope not. And if we do come back, I don't know if we'll be coming back during prime time. That was definitely an interesting experience. Not the typical experience that I have in this game, where we have so many people competing for the same enemies and then, you know, random level 70s just coming through and killing everything. Not typically what goes on in the morning and afternoons. I like seeing all the people. I hate the competition being so fierce, especially when we're looking for item drops. So it's like, it's not a kill quest where everybody can like group up and, you know, you can just organically invite people to a group and know that you're going to finish it more quickly. When you're competing for items, you're like literally competing to tag enemies faster than the other people. So instead of being a cooperative game where you're working together, you kind of end up working against each other, like, pretty hardcore. And you start to feel it when people go for the mobs that you want, and you lose a mob, or you think you're going to tag one and someone else tags it. You just have to, like, accept it, I guess, that, you know, you're not going to get every tag, but it does take a game that's usually, like, cooperative and makes it strangely competitive. Which is not great. And it can be solved by, you know, what they do later. And I don't know if this is a change that happens in Wrath or if it happens post-Cataclysm. But they could change it so that if you're in a group and an item drops, you can all loot it. It drops for everybody. And does it make sense? Really? Like, does it make sense from, like, a standpoint of physics? No, it doesn't make sense that an enemy can drop an item and that all 5 people in the group can take it. Does it make sense from like a gameplay perspective and quality of life and a promotion of grouping while out doing world stuff? Yes. From the perspective of wanting people to group up and wanting people to have positive group experiences, it absolutely makes sense that if I'm in a group and a tiki torch drops, we can all loot the tiki torch, or whatever it happens to be. That does make sense, and I don't know if that's a change that happens in Wrath, but I would love to see that change. It would change the way you interact with people, right? Instead of, you know, trying to tag people first, we would just be inviting people to the group. And it would have made that area a lot more fun if we'd had a group of like 5 people and we'd have just been tearing our way through there. Could we have still done that? Yes, absolutely. It just would have taken 2-3 times as long to get all the items that we needed, so... That's the quest for Tethys. Let's go catch a... Let's turn in up here, then we'll catch a flight point down to Booty Bay, and we'll get everything turned in down there that we have. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I need a new keyboard. My keyboard has been... My Alt key specifically has been really on the fritz. It's like... Kinda goes crazy. It's not exactly the angle I was hoping for. That's better. It would be cool to have a photo mode in the game. I don't really know what that would look like necessarily, but it would be a cool ad if we could have some kind of like photo mode. I actually don't remember what quest we have to turn in here. Oh, is this the cooking pot guy? Oh no, he wanted the fetishes, okay. Oh, Curzon may be dead. Oh yeah, he was studying the fetishes because he thinks that Curzon may be under the control of troll magic. Curzon may be dead, but that which drove him to evil still lives. Though through my studies I have discovered this. An ogre mage, my Zoth, dwells in an ogre mound within the eastern mountains of Stranglethorn. He is rumored to employ mind-controlling magic, and I am positive that he corrupted Curzon. If my Zoth is allowed to live, then his evil may influence others, and may even cause another Curzon to surface. Kill him and bring me his mind's eye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, we'll bring it to you, and then what? It's gonna infect you. It's probably some kind of corrupted object. Alright, down to Booty Bay we go. Not a bad little bit of progress for an evening. I don't think the questing was... it's obviously not as efficient as the questing is in Dustwallow, right? I mean, we kind of like proved that. We did kind of just totally abort the Singing Blue Shards quest. We'll do that eventually, but the drop rate was bad. That place had even less opportunities for mob tagging than the trolls. At least with the trolls, like, you have opportunities if you want to go for the hunters. You definitely have a plethora of hunters to choose from. We were being really picky about who we wanted to tag. But with the goblins, there just weren't enough of them, so, you know, they're only spawning in 15 guys. There's 5 players. Everybody needs to kill 25 guys to get their 10 items. It's like, that math doesn't really work out. Again, if we could group up, we could all have a 5-man group, we could spread out through the area, we could pick the goblins off as they respawn, and we could all reap the rewards. Simple things like sharing it. Now I do believe that you should have to be in a group for that to work. I don't like sharing mobs just like, oh, we both tagged it, haha, we both split the XP and we can loot. I don't like that. I never want to be able to run up, do a fire blast on an enemy, run away and let somebody else kill it, and get any kind of credit or loot from it. I think you should absolutely have to be in a group. But I think that if you are in a group, you should share in the loot. It's just a quality of life feature that would definitely help out. It would change the dynamic of how you play with people when you get into those situations where it's a densely packed area, there's lots of competition. It would change everything, you could say. There we go. I think maybe like somewhere in here is our shot, right? I don't like how the railings and the banisters in the game are always like, they come up to the chest on the character, like, when ideally they would just be like a little bit lower than that. Can we get over here? Yes, we can. It's none of you guys. Somewhere in here, though. Here we go. Skull Splitter Tusk, and thankfully he has no follow-ups for us. Guys, I am going to call it here. Soak up some rested experience in beautiful Booty Bay. Thank you guys so much for being here, especially if you stuck around through all of that. You are a legend, and I truly do appreciate the support. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime soon. Bye now.